ladies, good morning. It is Monday, duh. It's Monday morning, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am about the official day one of our programs. It's okay to be scared as well, because I am anxious about it as also. I'm sorry, I'm so tired, you guys. So if I'm stumbling on my words and stuff, just give me some grace. I am not a morning person, and I've been working day shifts the past few days, and I can't get more than 4 or 5 hours of sleep at night. I've been having trouble sleeping at night as a former graveyard shift worker. So anyways, it's okay to be nervous. That does not mean that you can't be excited, okay? And if you are somebody who has been beating yourself up for where you are at, if you took those before pictures and you took those measurements and you weighed yourself and you're sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, how did I get this far? Or telling yourself negative things, I want you to stop right now, because it doesn't matter where you've been or how you got here or what you've done in the past or even what you did yesterday. All that matters is that by joining this group, you have taken the very first step in changing. That's all that matters, because we can't change what we did in the past, but we have the power to change what we do in the moments and the days and the weeks and the months ahead of us. So anytime you fall off track, and trust me, there will be struggles throughout this challenge. This is my 4th year doing these kinds of challenges, either being a challenger myself or leading them. And let me tell you, I'm not perfect. I haven't met a single perfect challenger or coach in the last 4 years. I've never met a perfect person in my life. So take the load off. Take that expectation off of yourself. You are not going to be perfect, but you can learn to get better every day. And that's all this is about. We are not dieting. We are not doing something temporary. This is not a quick fix. We are embarking upon a lifestyle change, okay? And that's a learning process, right? I've been at this a lot longer than you guys, so don't ever look at me or somebody who's been in the group longer than you, or somebody who's, seems to be losing weight faster than you, or somebody who seems to not be struggling with their nutrition plan as much as you. What everybody else is doing does not matter, right? I might be better at, say, controlling my cravings and not giving in because I've been doing it longer. So the only thing I want you to focus on is the individual decisions that you're making every day, and not giving up. Getting your mindset into the perspective that this is not short term, that you are in this for the long haul, and that you're not going to give up on yourself no matter how many times you cave to the pizza, or no matter how many times you miss a few workouts, or no matter how many accountability posts you miss. I have people who come back to me who have fallen off the wagon and ignored all my messages and hid in their shame that they have for themselves for a year before coming back and saying, okay, I need to restart. Can you help me? And I'm always here to help you guys, okay? So even if you're screwing up, even if you're feeling disappointed, don't hide. That's the worst thing you can do. Hiding will get you to quit. Hiding will get you to lose whatever progress you've already made, even if that's just being able to do a single push-up on your toes before having to drop to your knees, even if the only progress you've made is gaining more energy, even if the only progress you've made is 1 pound and you've got, 80 pounds more to go that you want to lose. Progress is progress, but it only remains if you don't give up. So if you're struggling, reach out. Post it in the group. Post it with your accountability. Send me a message. Do a video in the group. Whatever you want to do, just don't hide. Because I used to be that person who hid under the covers every time I was feeling disappointed in myself. And you know where that got me? Nowhere. It surely didn't get me closer to my goals. It definitely got me further away. So think about this journey as a learning curve and give yourself some grace. Think about this journey as a lifelong mission to be the best you that you can be. Think of this as anything else that's new or hard or that challenges you in ways that you've been afraid to challenge yourself, and face it head on. Lean in. When it gets hard, lean in and ask questions and ask for advice instead of beating yourself up, because beating yourself up only puts you in a negative mindset, which brings me to my next point. Something that we are going to focus on heavily throughout this challenge is mindset, because that is the very first thing that needs to be in place before you're going to get your body anywhere. Your body will only go where your mind pushes it to go. Your mind's going to try to talk you out of workouts. It's going to try to talk you into pizza. It's going to try to talk you down and beat you up. That's what we do to ourselves. These are habits that we've learned over time. Our mindset is something that we've learned over time. And just like you didn't get to where you're at in terms of your weight or your lack of physical fitness or whatever overnight or even in a month, it took you years to get there. Therefore, it's going to take time to reverse. In that same way, your mindset, if it's negative or if you have self-doubt, it didn't take you a month or a day or whatever to develop the patterns of that mindset. So just like we're working on our nutrition and we're working on our physical fitness and weight loss, we're working on our mindset big time. So I just want to prepare you for that. It's time to ask ourselves the hard questions. It's time to dig deep and get super connected to that why power we talked about in the beginning of the week. And if you missed that post, just scroll back and find it. It's important. It's arguably the most important post of this entire challenge. And when I have time, when I'm off work, today is my last shift of work, and I'm going to drive home late tonight. I'll be home at like 10:30, and then I have tomorrow off. So I'll be adding all the prep week posts to the files section for anybody that joins us late or anybody who who maybe did the quick prep from the post that I posted yesterday, Sunday morning, that little checklist. If you were running late and you had to get that done, I really want to encourage you to go back to the files section once I add those posts, or scroll back to take part in things like developing your why power, setting your intentions. These are very important things, and please know that anytime that I bring something up in the group, it's based on a lot of personal experience, because again, I've been doing this for 4 years. It's based on a lot of my own personal experience with failure and having to get back on the wagon. It all has a purpose, and the purpose has something very specifically targeted towards helping you get to your goals. Okay, so we're going to work a lot on mindset. And that being said, I want to bring up the topic of personal development this morning. Okay, if you're not reading a book right now that has something to do with improving yourself in some way, I want you to start. And I can help you come up with recommendations based on specifically what you're struggling with. But our mind is like our bodies. If we're not putting good things in, nothing good will come out. We won't change and grow and evolve and get stronger. We have to fuel our mind in much the same way that we have to fuel our body. And it's not about reading once a week or reading a whole book in a day. It's about small, compounded efforts over time, consistently. That means 10 minutes of personal development every day. If you have to read while your kid naps or while you're sitting in the car at soccer practice, if you have to listen to an audio book while you're driving instead of the radio that adds nothing positive to your life, if you have to listen to an audio book while you're cleaning the house, 10 minutes a day, that's barely anything, you guys, 10 minutes a day, and you can do it while you're driving at the very least. So I want you to pick a book that helps you strut with whatever you're struggling with, if that's self-doubt, I've got recommendations for that. If that's thinking of yourself negatively and talking down to yourself, I've got things for that. if that's developing good habits and finding consistency where you've been inconsistent over the years, I've got a book for that. If it's learning how to give to others, I've got a book for that. If it's learning how to eat better and learning more about the effects food has on your health so that you can make better choices without being quite so tempted, I've got books for that. I've got a book recommendation for everything and everyone, so don't use the excuse that you don't know what to read. Think about it today. Comment below what personal development book you're going to read, and if you need suggestions, comment that below or message me and we'll pick one out for you. And I promise you, if you put 10 minutes of work into your mind every day, the work you're putting into your body will come easier. The nutritional choices will come easier. The workouts will come easier. I promise you. Please believe me. Trust me. You guys all promised to trust me for 30 days. I'm asking you to cash in on that right now, okay? Other things you can expect throughout the challenge, in addition to mindset and me adding those files into the files section from prep week, you can expect that I'm going to be sharing at least once a week about Shakeology and the ingredients, and specifically what the ingredients are doing for you on a cellular level for your health, why they're helping you combat cravings, why those ingredients are helping you lose weight or have more energy or improve your digestion. I want you guys to really understand what it is about this that's so fantastic and why I asked you to purchase it for this challenge in order to maximize your results and your health. There's a reason. I'm not blowing smoke out of my ass. I would never recommend something to anybody, especially something that costs money, if I didn't believe in it with every bone in my body. I mean, Logan probably texts me once a week about how much he's addicted to it, and he's the healthiest person I know that has the most health knowledge of anybody that I know. Like, there is a reason, and I just want to educate you guys so you know that this isn't all for nothing, okay? You can also expect to see daily posts, one in the morning. I usually schedule it for around 3 a.m. so that the East Coasters can get it by 6. I know we've got early risers in here. If you feel like you need me to post it earlier than that, if you get up even earlier and want to see it like at 4 or 5 in the morning on the East Coast, let me know. I'll just start scheduling it for an earlier time. So every morning I'll post something, and about 80% of the time, that post is going to have a task in it for you to do. I will keep it simple. It can be something as simple as a sweaty selfie, or saying one positive thing about yourself that day, or tracking your water, or on some days we'll have mini challenges, and that's why I want you to see the posts in the morning. Check into this group first thing in the morning, because sometimes I do mini challenges like push-up challenges or squat challenges or drink your water challenges or whatever. I try to keep it fun and interesting, because if we're not having fun, what are we here for, right? And you can win prizes. So keep your eye out on those morning posts and check in once in the morning for the morning post so you can see what your task is and see if we're running a mini challenge that day. The other thing you can expect is a daily accountability post. If you didn't see the format for that, check Sunday evening's post, and I will again add that also to the file section. And again, I don't care if you ate a cheeseburger and fries and, you know, a giant Pepsi. Okay, I don't care. It is about what you ate, but more than anything, it's about you acknowledging and recognizing what you ate. Because how many times are we like, I did really well today, and then if you have to write it all down, you're like, shit, I took a bite of my coworker's pizza. I had 3 Starbursts when I was like running low on blood sugar because I didn't get a lunch break. I'm speaking from experience here, guys, because y'all know I'm a nurse and I'm not perfect. So I'm speaking of things that actually happened to me, right? We forget about that, you know, handful of chips that we had while we were busy. We forget these things because we have selective memories. Our brains only want to remember the good things that make us feel good about ourselves. So your accountability, more than anything, is so that you can see what you're actually putting into your body every day and align that with your goals. And if you're not meeting your goals and you're feeling frustrated, if you've been posting your accountability, I can go through that with you and say, this is where you need to make some tweaks. This is why you're plateaued. This is why I think you're going backwards, and we can work on it together, but I have to know what's going on in order to be able to provide those suggestions. The other thing that you can expect is on Sundays, and you don't have to, but this is, again, another way that I can help you hold accountable, is to send your stats to me every Sunday night or whenever on Sunday, once a week. And again, I will never, ever, ever, ever judge you. If you don't know that of me by now, believe it. I don't judge people. I'm not perfect. I've got no room to judge anybody. I will never share those pictures without your permission. The whole purpose of sending them to me is because if you're like me and you know that you have to take another progress photo on Sunday and send it to somebody, I'm sure as shit going to be a little bit more accountable to myself throughout the week, because I don't want to have to say, here, I gained 4 inches because I completely sucked last week, or I completely gave up on myself last week. If I do have to say that to somebody, I'm much more likely to say, I won't repeat my mistakes. I'm starting over today. Okay? I think that's all I've got for you. Again, things to look out for. Files section, I'll be adding posts probably tomorrow from prep week so that they're in one place and you guys can go back to that. Expect to be looking for a personal development book to help with your mindset and help with anything you're struggling with. And if you don't know what to choose, you better comment below or message me and I'll help you choose something. We're going to commit to 10 minutes a day, and each day with our accountability, we're going to comment our takeaway from our personal development that day. And by doing so, not only are we being accountable to our personal development, being accountable to putting good things in our mind that are going to help us get good things out of our minds and bodies, but we'll also be inspiring other people with these little short takeaway messages. You know, we're telling people positive things every day. Shakeology posts will be coming throughout the challenge to help educate you. Morning post, check in the morning once. Look for your task or mini challenge. Evening post with accountability. Sunday stats sent to me. And that's it. I want you to please, please, please commit to participating over the next few weeks, because this challenge group is only as good as the effort that we collectively put into it. So not only will you not get as great of results if you don't commit to engaging, it's not always about being a fly on the wall. That might help you get motivation, but it's not going to help you take action. So engage on the post, shout each other out, give each other props for the good things, encourage each other when we're struggling, share your sweaty selfies, share pictures of your Shakeology. It's all part of the package that helps us help each other. We've tried to do this alone, right? Am I right? I know you have. I know I have. I failed a lot. There's a reason that we're here together, but it's not just about me, you know, blowing smoke and talking to you guys. It's about us walking through this from day 1 to 21 or 30 or 60 or 90, depending on what program you're doing, together, hand in hand, day by day. Okay? I'm super excited. Never miss a Monday. Get up and do that workout. Put positive things in your mind. You'll get positive things out. We're all here for each other. And don't forget to comment below. Bye. Love you guys.